Here we presents the top 5 best DSLR camera stabilizer. Starting of our listed number 5. DJI Ronin M Gimbal Stabilizer V3. The Ronin M has been around since 2015 and for a long time it was DJI's flagship consumer gimbal stabilizer. Costing at release, the Ronin M was not cheap. Unlike all the popular single-handed DSLR gimbals you see these days, the Ronin M is a two-handed gimbal. The camera sits in the middle while you grip the gimbal by the handles on either side. This design makes it easier to keep your gimbal as stable as possible. However, the Ronin M's biggest problem is its size. It's heavy, you can easily throw it in your backpack and you'll attract a lot of attention as you walk around filming. While there is a good argument to go with the Ronin M if you have a large digital cinema camera like the Canon C300, it's not a practical choice for those using DSLRs or mirrorless cameras. If you really want a dual-handle setup, you can always get a dual-hand grip accessory for your single-handed gimbal like this one from Small Rig. For more information and price, check out the product links and description underneath the video. Coming in at number 4 of our list, DJI Crane 3 Lab 3 Axes. Before the DJI Ronin S was around, DJI dominated the under DSLR mirrorless camera gimbal market with the Crane 2. It's no wonder that people were incredibly excited for the Crane 3's release. DJI ended up releasing 2 gimbals to succeed the Crane 2, the Crane 3 Lab and the Weeble Lab. The Weeble Lab was designed with mirrorless cameras in mind, while the Crane 3 Lab was aimed towards those with bigger setups. With a base price of $899, the Crane 3 is one of the more expensive DSLR gimbals around. However, it does have a few big advantages up its sleeve. Out of all the single-handed gimbals, this one has the highest maximum payload of 10 pounds. This gives the user incredible flexibility in lens and camera packages without straining the gimbal motors. And lastly, it features wireless image transmission, meaning it is possible to stream the image to your smartphone over Wi-Fi. This enables real-time monitoring, framing and camera control. Overall, the Crane 3 Lab is a great gimbal for DSLR owners. It costs more than the Ronin S and doesn't feel quite as robust, but comes with a number of compelling features that makes it a worthy consideration. Halfway of our listed number 3, DJI Crane 2 Follow Focus. The Crane 2 might not be the newest gimbal in town, but it is still an incredibly capable one. Now being sold at a discounted price and also commonly available second-hand, this is a great budget option. It has a maximum payload of 7 pounds, meaning it can support a good range of camera setups. Unfortunately, there are a few drawbacks to it which you don't see in the latest generation of DSLR and mirrorless camera gimbal stabilizers. The rear motor is not offset, meaning it obscures the view of your camera's LCD display. Secondly, the hand grip is basically just a metal cylinder which isn't ergonomic at all. Number 2 of this list, Moza Air 2 with iFocus M. Before the Moza Air 2 came out, the DJI Ronin S was the best DSLR gimbal around. Period. However, following the release of Godson's Moza Air 2, we have a solid, cheaper alternative. The Moza Air 2 features some of the best controls I've seen from any gimbal. You can adjust focus, roll and make changes to the settings just by using the controls on the gimbal itself along with the OLED to navigate menus. The DJI Ronin S doesn't have as many direct controls and you'll often find yourself needing to make adjustments from the smartphone companion app. This gimbal also bundles a quick release plate that makes it possible to take your camera off and put it straight back on without needing to rebalance the gimbal. This makes switching between a tripod and gimbal incredibly quick, which is all the more important when filming for things like wedding gigs where time is of the essence. The Moza Air 2 also impresses in other departments. It can carry a payload of 9 pounds and its 4 removable Li-ion 18650 batteries can last up to 16 hours on a single charge. I think the Moza Air 2 is a terrific gimbal and it actually presents more value for money than the Ronin S. However, the gimbal doesn't feel quite as solid as the Ronin S. The software from Godson is inferior and the accessory ecosystem isn't quite as developed as DJI's. Furthermore, I've also heard some bad stories about their customer support, so be aware of that too. And coming in at number 1 of our list, DJI Ronin S Essentials Kit. Despite starting out as a drone manufacturer, there is no doubting that DJI are the most prolific gimbal manufacturer of today. While they dominated the mobile and professional gimbal market, they didn't have an under $1,000 handheld gimbal for DSLR and mirrorless camera owners. That was until the release of the Ronin S in 2018, which was so highly anticipated it sold out during pre-orders. It didn't disappoint. The DJI Ronin S is probably the closest thing to a perfect DSLR gimbal you can get right now. Granted, it has a few small issues and is a bit heavy, but it just does so many things better than its competition. The build quality is a cut above the rest. It feels more robust than the plasticky gimbals produced by DJI, Moza and other brands. The software and companion app are more polished. The stabilization quality is top-notch. The list just goes on. The weight of the Ronin S is definitely the biggest complaint I see on the internet, but it's something you will adapt to. That being said, mirrorless camera owners would do better by going for the newer and lighter Ronin SC. Despite being a heavy gimbal, it packs down smaller than almost all the other gimbals thanks to its removable base. This actually makes it an excellent handheld gimbal for travel. For more information and price, check out the product links and description underneath the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel, share this video and hit the like button.